Alright guys, so I am pulling into the local cookout. Look at this, 45 plus milkshakes. This is not a dine-in one, but you definitely need to check out, you can walk up right there and order. You definitely need to check out my video of the walk-in hickory cookout. But today's video is special. It's for a number of reasons. I'm leaving you on the edge right here of your seat because I'm about to pull through and get a special edition cup that I wanted to get last year, but I ended up not getting it. There's the banana pudding shake. I tried it on the other video. But Cookout is affiliated with a lot of NASCAR stuff, and right now in Charlotte they're having the summer series going on at Motor Speedway, and it's the Cookout summer series. And in Winston-Salem, I think they have the Cookout. There's a race going on there, but I think that's already happened. But I'm about to see what this cup, limited edition cup, looks like at the Cookout. All right, guys. So pulled through the drive-thru. The sun's out, but also it's raining down. So we don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm not going to show you the food I got at Cookout because I showed that in the hickory video. Check it out. I did a barbecue series video and checked out the new walk-in hickory, North Carolina location of Cookout. And I do a lot of barbecue series video on this channel. I do search to find the greatest North Carolina barbecue. And I was like, man, it'd be nice to do some other series on my channel, as well as the barbecue series that I'm doing, and I'll get to that pretty soon. But I pulled into Cookout, okay, and because I heard they had these cups, okay, these NASCAR cups, and I wanted to get these last year. I ended up going to Bojangles last year and getting their wrestling cups, which I've just now recently got into wrestling, and I know a lot more about this. I don't know as much about NASCAR as I do as wrestling and football and basketball, hockey, all these other things. But I've been wanting to get more into watching the NASCAR. So I'm about to show you these cups they have, which is pretty awesome. But first, hold on, let me show you. Look, I got a Cookout shirt right here. I got this at the first Cheerwine Festival. I would like to get a different colored one and it have the North Carolina state flag. Because that's a Cookout, you know, it's a North Carolina thing, like I was talking about with the barbecue. But yeah, it's a pretty cool shirt, but I would like another one. I also would like a Cookout hat. Right now I have the Folgers. I used to grow up, my grandpa and grandma had Folgers. They put their little change in the little old coffee cans, but this is the Folgers coffee machine. It says Hendrick Motorsports. This is and right here you see the side right here. The Tim Richmond, NASCAR race car driver, he drove the coffee machine, the Folgers one, and so I'm trying to get more into NASCAR. I got this at a special place at the Hendrick Motorsports, the complex they had there, the museum and the store. But let me show you this cup right here, the Cookout 400. There's the Richmond, like I was talking about. A lot of these have done happen, and then right now the Charlotte summer series is happening, and it's not like the racers you see every Sunday on the NASCAR, but it's like, I think younger drivers, a lot of them, and it's cheaper, and I would compare it probably to like minor league baseball. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, just riding, trying to, you know, different, like trying to get just the race, man. It's awesome, like just seeing any kind of race. But I think they do different kind of stuff during the summer series. So I think they have a monster truck night, all kinds of cool stuff that I'd like to see, because I grew up watching not NASCAR as much, but I watched Monster Jam, so like Gravedigger and Blue Thunder, and I rode and if you all remember, y'all who watch my Tennessee videos, I rode the Bigfoot and Wildcat was there, and I had a Wildcat shirt of where you'd actually get to ride in the back of a monster truck. They had a place there in Pigeon Forge. But anyways, this is a cool cup because look, Cookout Clash, that's Winston-Salem, Bowman Gray State. I'd like to go see that. Got the Southern 500 in Darlington, the Cookout 400, which happens in Richmond Raceway, Martinsville. I think all these have already happened, but look, it says Family Racing, And it's such a cool cup because it's plastic. You can rewash it. It's not just going to fall apart. Even though those Cookout cups are cool and it's got Shaky, the milkshake mascot. And I'd love to go to all these events because Cookout gives free stuff. And maybe I'd get a shirt and see a race for the first time. And that would be awesome. See the mascot. See, maybe go to Charlotte Motor Speedway. See a Lug Nut, their mascot, and Shaky, the milkshake mascot. Go at it. Maybe racing and stuff. Who knows? But got to get a huge sweet tea in this at Cookout. Their sweet tea is the best at Cookout. Oh, man. But anyways, this is NASCAR themed. And I have a NASCAR hat on. Cookout's North Carolina. We was talking about barbecue series. So I wanted to use this chance to show you this cool new cup that I got at Cookout. Do a little plug about my old Hickory video, but also do a big announcement. Another announcement for a new series coming to my channel. So even though I am an amateur, just like we was talking about some of these race car drivers at the summer series and the minor league baseball players, they are not in the professional, the NASCAR or the MLB, but they're getting there, right? So I'm an amateur. I like to learn though. I love museums. I do all kinds of things on my channel, from eating food to going to museums and learning to trying new foods. I like doing a lot of different things, and I love North Carolina because I live here and love the barbecue, love the food, stuff like Cookout. And a part of the history of North Carolina is racing, NASCAR racing. So I am wanting to do a series of videos of, I guess it's going to be called Belt On Racing series, Belt On Racing Adventure series. Maybe that won't all be in each title because it'd be too big of a title for each video. But in this series, I plan on traveling to different NASCAR type things. Not just races, okay? Not just traveling to different races and recording races. Of course, if I can go to a race and find one, of course, that's going to be on my bucket list to do. But different racing type things. So I grew up, Pigeon Forge, we'd go, they used to have if you remember this, a NASCAR cafe, right? And that was awesome. They also have the NASCAR Speed Park. So maybe on one of these videos, you'll see me going to the NASCAR Speed Park, seeing some of the historic pictures right there on that. On these series of videos, you will probably see me going to, just like I mentioned here, because this is where I got this hat. I've already recorded this video. I just haven't released it. I've been waiting to do the series. I went to the Hendrick Motorsports, where they had the museum and the team store. So all the race car drivers, all the history was there of different guys like Jeff Gordon and the Tim Richmond, the coffee machine. I actually saw it in person and got to video it and record it. They did a little pit practice right there. I don't know if I end up recording it, but I was watching it. So these different places like there, maybe the Penske, their team, the different museums and team stores of these different places, because they're all up in North Carolina, a lot of it in Mooresville. There's a video I have planned that I've already filmed of a Days of Thunder film location. I haven't done much film locations, but when I get the chance to do that, I like to take those adventures. Racing, there's a food place I went to. It's actually a barbecue place, and it's on the barbecue series, but I plan on going back. It is all themed of racing. Like, everything about it is racing themed. So, this is just a glimpse and a snippet of just telling you what is to come, okay? It might be a slow series. I might not be fast like these NASCAR race car drivers getting out these videos, because it takes some time. I have tons of other videos I release on top of these series. I have the barbecue series that's still going on. Subscribe, check it out. But I wanted to show you this cup, show you this awesome NASCAR cup, the Cookout, this new hat and the Cookout shirt, and talk to you about this new announcement of this series that's coming to my channel. Get you pumped and excited. So if you're a racing fan, or if you're just like I said, like me just getting out, trying to get into the sport, because it is a sport. It takes talent. I know people joke, oh, it's just left turn, and maybe most people's experience of NASCAR is watching Ricky Bobby, like the movie, which is funny. But maybe you're like me. You're just you want to learn. You want to just see different things, go on an adventure. That's why you go to a lot of these museums. Even if you don't know much about something, you go and you learn. You read a book. You listen to an audio book. It's all about learning and just experience it. And this is a big historical thing, and in North Carolina, and it's a big thing. So in it, I'm going to be going to some different stuff. The Hickory Motor Speedway, the shortest track, I'll go to that, and because we mentioned the Hickory Cookout, so I'll be definitely, one of the videos to come is going to be the Hickory Motor Speedway. Maybe a race there, maybe just checking it out, maybe Charlotte Motor Speedway, checking it out. And definitely some races to come. Like I said, maybe one of these cookout races. Maybe when I scan this, on this cup, you can scan for your chance to win a racing experience. So maybe I'll win a racing experience. But definitely, guys, there's a video. I could have met Joey Logano actually at a Planet Fitness, totally random. It was a grand opening, and it was crowded. I think I got off work late. I think I filmed the outside and filmed his car, but I didn't know much about racing, and I don't think I didn't even go in, because I didn't know what was going on, and it was kind of spur of the moment. But I did get a filming of his car, so that might be on here. Maybe I'll go back up to, just maybe I'll go to a monster truck, something like that. That's racing affiliate, kind of close to so it's not just NASCAR, but it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, this racing, this history. It's not all going to be historical, but there'll definitely be some historical facts along the way that I learn, that you learn, that we both learn. And you learn by teaching, and it's just all a learning experience. Even as you teach anything, you're learning too. So even as I'm showing y'all stuff, showing y'all different videos, it's not me saying I am an expert of this or I'm an expert of that. It's, hey, we're learning together. We're having fun. We're enjoying this together. So anyways, guys, make sure you race over to that subscribe button. I always do these videos in the car anyways with the belt on, so I thought it was just kind of awesome and made kind of sense to do a racing, series, NASCAR series, race cars series. It just kind of makes sense, So just race over, subscribe, share, comment, like, if you're excited about this. Check out my other videos. I've got a variety of other videos. Barbecue series, I'm still doing that. And just stay tuned for these just NASCAR type themed videos. And it's not going to be reviews and hey, this race happened, and this is not a podcast like that, or it's just me going and learning about the sport, mostly in my hometown of North Carolina, pretty much visiting places like the Penske or the Gibbs Racing place or the NASCAR Hall of Fame, stuff like that. Just kind of experiencing it, visiting it, learning more about it. And also cool, quirky stuff as well, like I said, of restaurants that's all racing themed, or amusement parks like the NASCAR Speed Park, that's all themed after that. Or going to a race, stuff, just all kinds, guys. So don't know how many videos. It's not a planned set amount of videos, but I do have a planned things that I plan to do during this series that I've already done and that I plan to do. So as always, guys, the road may get bumpy, especially as you're speeding along doing a belt on racing series, but that's why you have to keep that belt on. And that huge sweet tee up from Cookout, awesome. Cookout, love it. All kinds of races affiliated with that. Cookout, if you're watching this video, I want a shirt and a hat, y'all, okay? Because I would buy it, guys, if y'all had a shirt or hat, merch shop. Yeah, because y'all are awesome. So anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share. As always, guys, keep that belt on and stay tuned for this upcoming series. And keep drinking that Cookout tea and eating that Cookout tray and racing along this thing we called life. Thanks for watching.